Lai has rejoined the Power of Two, and she's been in since episode 13, and it feels like ever since she came back on the show, Lai's been pretty underwhelming. And I say this because Lai was one of the main characters in BFB until her elimination, and I feel like most fans were very excited for her to come back. Her funny and snarky personality and her challenge performances were really fun to watch within BFB, but then was eliminated super early just because of her popularity, I guess. I mean, she was the most known character on her team. That led to her getting the most votes because she wasn't the most likable character. She was pretty polarizing, kind of like a lollipop. But then, ever since she's been eliminated, we rarely got to see Lai until the couple exit episodes, and people started to realize how much they liked Lai again, and she started to get more popularity, and ultimately led to her rejoining the Power of Two in TPOT 13. But it feels like ever since then, Lai really hasn't done much in the show since she's come back. And I find that really disappointing. I mean, she really doesn't do that much in the challenges either, which is honestly one of her strong suits, and her personality hasn't really been flaring. I mean, she hasn't really connected or talked to any contestants. There's never been any dialogue between her and another contestant at all this season. It feels like it's all just her being somewhat useful in the challenges, but on her team, Pen and Tennis Ball get way more screen time than Lai does, and I really don't understand why, because the Tennis Ball has competed in literally every single season and is still getting so much screen time, and Pen has been getting a bunch of screen time since BFB, when Lai is really a character that needs that screen time. Again, her popularity stayed with her when the team was up for elimination. She still got a lot of votes, but again, that's probably just because she just returned. Is this going to keep up in the future episodes? Honestly, probably not. And I know TPOT 16 is about to come out. It might come out as this video comes out, so I'm hoping Lai gets more screen time. But it really feels like to me that Lai just has not been doing that much at all in TPOT. I mean, her best personality traits and her best parts of the show were her interacting and coming from other characters, like when she would interact with Ice Cube and when she would interact with people on her team like Black Hole, but she hasn't interacted with any of them this whole season. She hasn't really talked to anyone unless it's in a challenge. And my biggest thing with Lai before she came into TPOT was Lai was probably one of the characters with most, if not the most, missed potential in the whole BFDI universe. And I was so excited when Lai finally came back in the show. And these past 3 episodes, it's felt like we've gotten absolutely nothing from Lai. And it was clear the writers wanted Lai to come back too, because there was literally a plan in the show where she was going to be the one to escape without even the viewer voting happening, and she was going to join the game. And also there was consideration when Teardrop joined TPOT that it was going to be Lai. It felt like there was so much potential with this character that the writers wanted to show, and then it just never happened. And again, I don't want to go in too much because this has only been 3 episodes, and I'm really hoping TPOT 6 is going to bring a lot more Lai, which I would love. I mean, she wasn't up for elimination last time, so maybe that's why she didn't get that much screen time. But I'm really hoping with the less and less contestants on the show that Lai can really shine as a character and go far in TPOT. Because again, Lai still has a lot of potential as a character. She's very unique and different from the other characters in BFDI. It feels like with a lot of BFDI, most of the characters are just these nice kind of bland characters that have some layers of personality, especially the ones coming from BFB with them not getting as much screen time as some of the Season 1 characters. But we see more and more of Lai than we've ever seen in some of these other BFB characters in 3 episodes. But now that Lai's finally back, they're still giving more screen time to characters like Pen and Tennis Ball on her own team, when they're not giving screen time to her, Bottle, or TV, who have barely gotten any screen time this season, and they weren't even in the past 2 seasons in BFDI and BFDIA. I really wish they had brought in Lai earlier, because now with Foldy's elimination, there's not really much to explore with that relationship, because there's clearly a bad history with Foldy and Lai, and that definitely could have been explored more this season, when Lai could have joined when Price Tag joined. A lot of people don't know this, but actually Lai was supposed to join instead of Price Tag, and was also supposed to join instead of Teardrop, but both got changed within the story, and this could have been a way better time to bring in Lai instead of middle of the season. And also the fact they brought in Pencil, who's also getting a lot more screen time than Lai, also really doesn't make that sense to me when Pencil was just in BFDIA. When Pencil, I mean, again, I love Pencil, I'm not even complaining about it, but it just doesn't really make that much sense when Lai's getting way less screen time than Pencil is, and Pencil's been a predominant figure in BFDI and BFDIA. But it still feels like with Lai, we're on the grasp with something big with her character, and I really hope it does happen. And this is just something I've noticed in the past couple episodes, and I wanted to talk about it and see if anyone else felt the same way about Lai. And again, I really hope this episode has a lot more Lai. I'm really excited for this episode, and yeah, see you in the next video.